Okay, I think resource persons also joined here. So a very good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. B. Murugeshwari, Professor and Head, Department of Information Technology, Velamal Institute of Technology. First of all, I feel privileged to welcome you all for the 5 days FTP on data science, computational intelligence, and biomedical engineering. So we have received very good response from the participant side. So and we are very happy to receive of the participants from Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Odisha, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Pondicherry, Sikkim, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Kerala, Jammu and
First of
Kashmir.
all, I would like to thank the principal, Dr. Murkeswari, and the management of Alamal Institute of Technology for giving me this wonderful opportunity. But I can see there are a lot of people, both from academics and from industry, and it's a very good opportunity for me as well to be part of this wonderful journey for next 5 days. And this data science and computational intelligence, as you know, this is an upcoming and it's already started part of our life if you are into the tech.
Scenario. But being a human, what we preferred is we had like one-to-one interaction when we go to the classrooms. Being in the academic scenario, being in the industry, obviously they go to office even though they were able to perform from work from home. But what this pandemic taught us is you be safe at your home and all the data let it work. Okay, so you have to work based on your data and the requirement. Okay, so what actually needs the data? Let it be big data, let it be deep data, let it be small data, or even the data crumbs. It's completely fine. I'm completely fine with whatever kind of data I'm going to receive. But what actually I am intended to, how am I utilizing, where am I utilizing, and where came all this kind of transitions? So obviously that should be a scratch. And we do have the industrial buzzwords like cloud computing, big data analytics, data science. See, say for example, across the globe, the
Good evening, one and all. This is Praveen Ramalingam, working as a senior software engineer at IC Medical India LLP. Today, I am planning to cover that machine learning with Orange tool. Uh,
Real-time applications. She will explain the real-time applications where we can use the data for the productivity of industries.
Thank you,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
you can start your session, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So, very good morning to one and all present here. So, today we are going to see about deep learning techniques and in what is the amazing applications is comes under the deep learning techniques. So, before I'm going to start about this session, I would like to know about from you what is machine learning and what is deep learning. Why we need to go for deep learning techniques? Anyone can tell what is machine learning? Yesterday's session we saw about this, so you can tell or you can text in the chat box. Anything is okay. Anyone? Okay. Okay, we will start with artificial intelligence. So, because ML and DL techniques are subset of artificial intelligence. So, artificial intelligence is we are enabling the machines to think like human. Think like it's a just a replica of human intelligence. We are making the system, and we are making system with intelligence. So it is called artificial intelligence using some logic. How our logic or how our intelligence is.
Once again, right. So today I'm going to talk about the artificial intelligence. So you know about very well about the artificial intelligence. So people's who are joined in this ATEL program. So I think so many of them from the computer science domain. So definitely you know about the artificial intelligence, but where we have applied the applications, so where we can apply this artificial intelligence. Now it is a booming technology, and lot of applications have been developed, and still there is a lot of researches is going on this artificial intelligence, and this is not in a single thing, which is encompasses with machine learning, deep learning, and data science. So these all things are being combined in this single word, this artificial intelligence. So let me start on this session. So my first question is, it's an obvious question, it's a clear question.
Yes, it is FDP is predominantly on AI and ML, and I've seen most of the speakers are going to touch upon on data science, AI, ML and thing. My talk is actually going to be like how AI can actually be used in the current real-time system. So real-time meaning, like currently real-time meaning, we are talking about an IoT-based system. Okay. Okay. So, right. So we have seen so far about machine learning. Okay, I've covered the basics of machine learning, supervised. Unsupervised, you have a very strong algorithm called K-means clustering, which actually people confuse it with K nearest neighbor. It actually has a similarity, but there is one difference, does not have a label, and it actually uses what is called centroid mechanism actually in calculating. The same distance mechanism is used, and they calculate the centroid, and they try to find, first they randomly put a centroid, calculate the distance, then they keep on moving the centroid to find the optimal position when it has reached, and that is how the K-means cluster. So that is used, as I said, for unlabeled data, for grouping and clustering and features classifications and things. Right. Now, so now we'll go in.
As you can see here, okay, good afternoon to all of you. So Professors Jagdish and HOD Madam, shall I start?
Manoj sir, you no need of any introduction. I directly hand over the session to you once again. Welcome you, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam. I'm starting my session.
Okay, sir. Sure.
So, professors, good afternoon to all of you. Today the topic is, for example, TensorFlow. So, I have already given a hint to you. So, this is the package from Google. Okay, this is the package from Google. So, what is the purpose of this package? It is used for what? It is used for machine learning. It's used for machine learning. There are plenty of material available on the internet. Okay. So I am going to restrict myself to the following topic. Okay. One is introduction. I am just going to give what is TensorFlow introduction. Second one, for example, we are going to discuss something about neural networks. Because neural networks is a foundation here. It is a foundation here. And then I will give a demo. First demo will be on TensorFlow used for Titanic data analysis. Everybody know about the Titanic data. Okay, so we are discussing about that analysis. Fourth point is object detection. Okay, this is the primary demo. Demo 2 will be on object detection. Object detection. So object detection means, for example, first demo will be on photographs. So I will upload some photos. In the photo, it will detect some objects. Second one is live video. In live video, object detection. So this is the plan for today. Okay. So hope it is clear to all of us. Okay. So I'm going to use some materials from internet.
The person or the patient by providing the best of our treatment, still the patient is not able to return back to his normal life. Of course, we have one more opening, that is rehabilitation facility or rehabilitation care that is offered to the patient, so that he or she is going to be almost independent of the caretaker. So these are the various steps that may be applied when we get on to the analysis of the data that we get from the human being. What are the different steps or major important steps that have to be followed so that we provide a meaning?
For many of you, it is an old concept. For some, it is neutral concept. For us, it is new concept. Okay. So why do we need? Why are we going for a time series? Just I will explain about starting from what is time series. Then I'll go with time series concepts, like what are the components, what are the key concepts. Then I'll proceed with neural network, basics of neural network. Then what is recurrent neural network and what is LSTM. So, and finally I will show the output. I'll show the demo of a time series analysis using LSTM concept. So this is my agenda today. Okay. So kindly bear me for next more than 1 hour. Okay. Okay. So before going into time series concept, so let me say what is time series. So time series is nothing but collection of data at regular intervals for a period of time. Hello.
Learned a lot of things in the last 5 days. I think it's almost the last session. Yeah, maybe a few more sessions you may plan for. Yeah, but it's almost
Only
the last
one session. Only one session.
This is the last session.
Not last session. Previous to the
One
last. One more is that.
Okay, fine. So I'm sure most of the participants might have got a lot of information, right? So they might have got a lot of information with them, a lot of knowledge. So they may be, bumbling with a lot of knowledge and everything now. So I'm going to add some more to it now through this session. So for today, I have planning to talk to you regarding deep neural networks. Okay, it's about the deep learning anyway. Okay, so this is about the deep learning. So I wanted to take these deep neural networks, and I will be concentrating on only one of the algorithms. And let's see, let me go to the agenda without wasting time. So as you can see here, before I wanted to start, I would like to acknowledge. I would like to read this acknowledgement. Let me just close. So I would like to read this acknowledgement. So the contents in these slides were used only for research and knowledge sharing purpose. The images, icons, data, facts, graphics were used from different sources, and I acknowledge the authors and all their efforts. Okay. So I use a lot of graphics and a lot of images and the data and everything. So I wanted to acknowledge the actual users or authors of this content. Okay. So let's see quickly the agenda, what I am going to share with you today. Right. So this is my first topic. Like I am going to compare how our computer works compared to our brain. So we know our brain is an amazing machine, right? It cannot match with anything, right? So, but I wanted to give a quick comparison between how a brain and how our computer works. I want to have a quick comparison on that.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. So this is what the mapping and axon is the output that arises out of the human neuron, the brain neuron. Similarly, here it is mapped as the output. So finally, the synapse. Here you call it as a synapse, but here we call it as a weight. So the adjustment of the weight depends on the accuracy here. So this is a basic structure. You'll know. You'll have the various inputs appended with the weights, and we'll do some sort of computation. The way in which we do the computation, accordingly we differ the neural network. So this is a basic structure of processing the neural network. So let me show a small video, like animation video, how a machine, that is how a neural network works, just for a minute. So actually,
What if I told you, hey, sit down?
see here, actually how a machine interprets, actually if you give an input 3, how actually it interprets this, the given input is 3. So this is based on the neural network. So assume that we have a set of values from
Technology Bangalore. Ma'am, really it's a very wonderful session, ma'am. What each and every session we have gained knowledge, and it's a very good presentation. It is